Hey, homecoming queen, why do you lie when somebody's mean? Where do you hide?
Okay, so while I tell y'all about me, I'm gonna be getting ready for work because I'm a busybody. So, with that being said, I'm gonna just show y'all how I get my day started so far. So, I am 24. I work at the airport. I have 4 kids. And to be honest, throughout my life, of my 24 years, the last 2 of them has been crazy. I've been through abuse, mistreatment, all that in my little bit of years of time being here. So, since I'm a survivor of domestic violence, as well as verbally, physically, mentally, all that, I'm going to talk about it. I survived it. I'm still going through it. I'm just not with the person anymore. I had a kid by this person, and to be honest, when things started off, it didn't start off as it was supposed to. So yeah, going through that, I want to show you all my journey of life afterwards. Not everybody get hurt for the rest of their life. Not everybody die when they go through craziness with a crazy guy. Now, why this person was like this, I don't know. That's between him and God. I don't want to deal with that situation anymore. Now, my kids, y'all will see sooner than later, are my value. Everything I do is for them. I would not do anything to hurt them, which is why they weren't with me in this 2 years of going through the BS I was going through. My eldest son is 7, very smart, very alert. I did not have him here 24/7 while I was going through all of the violence and abuse. So that is nothing he saw. He knows about it because I told him. I'm that type of mom. My kids will know everything. The man who did it, son, will know everything. So, with that being said, it's a lot that my kids will know, but I'm just glad that they weren't here while I was going through what I was going through, figuring it out. So I figured it out, and with that, I pretty much know that situation is not for me. So I pray about it. I try to move on from it. And we'll go from there. So as far as with my parents, I grew up with my mom and my dad. My dad, who's not my blood father, but is my dad, that's the person that raised me. My real dad, or the man that got my mom's pregnant, I should say, isn't around. I looked for him myself. He still isn't around. We talked, still didn't get nowhere. So he was just a person that honestly left on purpose and honestly did not want nothing to do with me. And it don't make me feel no type of way. I'm not bothered by it. It is what it is. I know who my dad is. Curiosity just led me to find the man that got my mom pregnant. So, I don't talk to him anymore. because that was just a waste of time. Every time we talked, he wanted to know about my mom and how she is, and we never got to the real stuff, as in pretty much a DNA, us actually building a bond. It wasn't on his mind that way. So I just let it go, because honestly, I don't need a dad in my life. I got one. I don't need that one. And I'm sure God will deal with him accordingly. Because before all of that, my mom said when she got pregnant and told him about me, he said he didn't want any more kids. So clearly, that's what that was about when I found him. So I let that go. I mean, I hope he's healthy and, you know, prosper in life and be able to take care of the kids he do want. But as far as me, I'm okay. I got her dad. He know who he is. And that's that. Okay, back to me getting ready. Okay, so starting off with how I got in this abusive relationship. Basically, it was a rush. It was no thought in it. It was no values and all the good stuff thought about it. So that's number one. It was basically sexual. So I honestly feel like I was punished because that's not what God wanted me to do. That's not how I was supposed to meet my husband, if that was what I was looking for at the time. But it wasn't right. So I wasn't going to get anything good out of it. And I didn't, other than my son. But this man is going to be around for 18 of that baby's life that I would have to communicate with him. So that sucks, pretty much fucked up, and I got to deal with that. And it sucks. So I regret that. And I regret that having to be my son's dad. And I'm sorry that I didn't think that through. I didn't. So I hope my son doesn't have to be punished. But I do want him to know what type of man his dad is. So that's why I want to tell him everything. Not to be mean, but I don't want to keep anything from my kids. At all. I don't see how parents do it. I don't know. I just can't. So it's something he's going to know. I'm going to wait till he gets of age to where he understands. But it's a conversation to be had. And from there, I don't know how his dad is going to pretty much deal with it. That's not my problem at this point. My goal is to raise these kids, get our lives together, and be happy. That's all the goal is, to be happy. So the reason why the relationship lasted longer than it should, which was 2 years, 2.5 years, was because I was vulnerable. I didn't want to be alone. And he made his way back in. If I would tell him something personal just to get it off my chest or to vent or just to tell somebody about it, if we would argue or anything, he would throw it in my face in that argument. It hurt. But I knew what he was doing, and I knew that I did not need that in my life. You are supposed to lift me up, not bring me down with the things I tell you that has bothered me in life. Yeah, so yeah, he wasn't it. It's like I seen signs that the devil was on his back, and I tried to tell him that, and try to talk to him about it and come up with solutions, but hey, you can't help nobody. They don't want to be helped. All you can do is get an idea. And that's pretty much how that went. We would go to church. He would walk out right before the preacher would start talking. It was just craziness. And I wasn't in the position in life to leave and do stuff by myself at the point in time. So that's part of the reason why it took me a minute to get out of the situation. And when I just knew that I was tired of doing everything and coming home to craziness, I knew I had to get out that situation. I knew that the stress from that situation would bring me to pretty much probably the end. And my kids need me. I need to have energy. I need to be happy. I don't need to have an attitude all day and talk shit. Pretty much. Just, I need a good vibe. And that wasn't a good vibe. It was all messed up. It was all crazy. So I prayed about it. God knew I was serious about it. And I'm out of the situation. It's only been about a month or two. But I'm still praying about it. And I'm still prospering from it. I am not going backwards. And I am not getting back in that situation. So I stay alone. I work hard. Play hard. That's a little bit about me. I'll come back a little later, tell you a little bit more. But this is just the start, the beginning. Y'all pretty much know everything I go through from here, this day forward. So I'll be back, and cool.